We are Heather and Kimmy. We have been best friends since we were in our late teens, and in our late 40s decided to homestead together. Heather convinced Kimmy to leave her city life and move to country life and build this wonderful homestead up in northern Idaho, and this is our journey. This week we added pigs, one for us and one for our friends Darla and Randy. Piggy. Both of these pigs are going to be going to freezer camp, and at the end of the season we will be doing a how-to on processing pigs. We made the decision to move the RV out of the way of the shipping container to make it easier to film and work around the tiny house. Moving the dog yard over to where the RV will end up being makes life so much easier. This summer, they will be able to be in the shade and go in and out of the RV. Sometimes it feels like we take 2 steps backwards to every step forward that we make, but in the long run, I completely understand that this is just going to make everything so much easier. We still have so much clearing to do before we can put the garden in. The goats have been so much help in clearing the underbrush so we can see what we need to get done with the chainsaw. Having heavy machinery would make all of this so much faster, but we don't have access to one right now, and we are saving all of our extra funds for the tiny house build. Building enclosures for the goats, pigs, and chickens has to happen first before we can start putting plants in the ground. This week was Kira's last week here on the farm. She is heading off to her father's house to help him out for the rest of this year. She will also be making the decision of whether or not she wants to come back here or if she wants to do something different. Many of you have asked where she has been lately, and she just hasn't wanted to be on camera or She also wanted to take a break for a while to see if she wants this kind of life here on the farm. Kira has been in my life for the last 12 years, and we have had a lot of fun and done some really hard work. I will miss her a great deal, and I am very proud of her and hope she gets to have everything that she has ever wanted and has the best time with her dad. I will never push her to do YouTube with me, and I completely understand wanting to take a break. This homesteading life is really hard. am very blessed to have such a wonderful church family and my best friend out here helping. Our friend from church, Art, came over and helped us with some garden cleanup on Monday. Some days it feels like everything is going so slow and there is so much to do and not enough time to do it in. But at the end of the day, we have made forward progress, and that makes me so happy. I love getting outside and doing some physical labor. And as I watch this area getting cleaned up, I can just picture the garden growing and the amazing food that we will be producing here on the farm. The time that we share with our friends and family is such a blessing, and the food that we will get to share and the stories of how it all came together will be such a joy. So even though right now it's a whole lot of work, when we really could be working on other things, in the long run, it is absolutely going to be worth it. Life is not always about what you get done and how much you get done. It is completely about the journey.
Bud, really? Bud.
Halfway through the day, an amazing thunderstorm passed through the area. We went up into the treehouse and listened to the rain on the roof and the wind in the trees. This is going to be such a fun house to live in. I can't wait to get it finished and moved in. best thing about rainstorms is how much the flowers and plants burst with color and growth. We took some time to smell the roses, as they say. These are my favorite times of the week. The bees are busy collecting pollen and buzzing around, and the flowers are dancing in the breeze. For all of you that have been following this journey from the beginning, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We are having so much fun creating this life that we get to live in and sharing it with all of you. YouTube is definitely something that I never thought that I would be doing, but I absolutely love it, and I consider you our family also.
What just happened?
I kind of tripped on that and fell and broke my arm, but I don't think it's really broke.
You know I'm your good friend because I just laughed. Like, is there any?
I might have pulled my shoulder a little
Oh man!
when I tried to cry.
If you don't want to work, just say so.
We began making fence panels out of the tree limbs and small trees. This is a great way that we can make areas for all of the critters, keeping them safe and the garden safe. Free and inexpensive is our motto right now. But I really love how they look. We are really hoping for this great weather. To continue so that we can continue to make full woodpeckers and get back to building the tiny house. It will make winter this year so much better. For you and your family. And for those of us that have been in the service or have family in the service, Memorial Day was Safe Day is about mourning those who have not made it home. And I want to give pause for a moment and talk about a wonderful man that was my husband. Timothy Michael Broughton and I got married when we were 19, and I lost him when we were 23. I miss him every day, and I just know that he is watching and he is proud. And this is a life that he would have loved. So hug the ones that are close to you and tell them every day that you love them. And remember that this life is what we make it. And today I choose to look at the flowers blowing in the breeze and to build fences with tree limbs and to watch the funny antics of my goats and my pigs and my little dogs. And I am so very grateful for my best friend and for the people who come into my life and stay in my life. This is a beautiful way to live. So thanks for hanging out. If you haven't subscribed, I hope that you'll consider subscribing and following the rest of our journey.
Yeah.
We got a whole lot of fun things happening. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Go build yourself a
Come
fence.
all
Yes.
you young rounders, and a story I'll tell of the promise of heaven and the warning of hell. Take heed where